Hey everybody, in this video, I just want to get into relaxer application. But before I go into too many details, I just want to ask that you hit that like button, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and leave your comment down below because I'd love to hear what you think. Now let's get into this relaxer. So I know we have kind of gotten away from relaxers, generally speaking, but yes, there are still clients out there that ask for them. And I'm liberal when it comes to hair decision making. I'm totally in tune with what the client is in need of and why. So if a client comes to me and wants a relaxer, I'm not going to talk them out of it. I'm not going to make them feel bad about wanting to put chemicals in their hair. I'm just going to ask them why they want the relaxer, what their hair goals are, and try to help them make the best decision based on their responses. This client has a ton of hair, beautiful hair. I don't think that she needs a relaxer, but she's a busy mom. She's a working mom. As you can see, she's working right now on her laptop. And with her having so much hair, so much texture, relaxing it just is easier for her. She has an easier time maintaining her hair at home when she's not in the salon. And so she gets a relaxer. And honestly, her hair does well. It's healthy. I'd love for her to come in a little more often, but I think it's because I just enjoy seeing her. Anyway, so yeah. When it comes to relaxers, when it comes to chemical processing, I just feel like let's do it the right way. Let's make sure the hair integrity is not compromised, and we're all good. Now, I know y'all see me working away, slicing through this hair and applying relaxer, but I just want to let you know, I did base this client first. I base all of my clients because there's nothing worse than getting through a bunch of thick hair, and before the relaxer actually gets a chance to do its thing, the client is telling you they're tingling, they're itching, or even burning, and you have to rush them into the bowl. So I don't really care what the texture of the hair is. I don't care how dense, thick, long, kinky. I don't care about any of that. Every client that sits in my chair will be based prior to getting a relaxer. Basing the scalp, the nape, the ears, super important. It is protecting the scalp from the chemical because the chemical is not made for the scalp. It is made for the hair. It does not need to be rubbed in. It is made for the hair. And so please, 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 if you are a stylist or you're trying to do this at home, which I don't recommend, I tell my clients do not chemically process at home. Leave that up to me. Leave that up to your professional. But if for any reason you decide to do this yourself, or you are a stylist that does relaxers, please, please, please base yourself, base your client. It is very important. Like, it doesn't matter if they tell you that their hair is resilient or that they never burn or that, I've heard it all. Basing is key to a healthy scalp during the relaxer process. So now that we've got that out of the way, now that we've taken care of the pre-relaxer process, and we've all made sure that we based our scalps, the relaxer is then applied. Now, I have seen many stylists, as well as some of my own family, I won't name any names, apply relaxer to more than where it is necessary. Relaxer is not supposed to be overlapped. That causes overprocessing and breakage. So when I'm relaxing this client, although it looks like I'm putting lots of product on her hair, it's because she has lots of outgrowth. My client gets relaxed, I want to say about every 3 months, sometimes a little over that. So we're really good about stretching, and her texture when relaxed is relaxed. It's not bone straight. So I don't believe in getting your client super bone straight. It's not necessary. The after work, the finishing, that's going to get your client's hair straight. When you go in and you're using heat and you're blowing it out and you're then silk pressing or flat ironing, that's going to be what gets the hair straight. The relaxer is to do just that, relax. So I'm slicing it up. I'm slicing it in about 1/4 inch sections, and I'm applying the relaxer to the hair that is outgrown, not even to the scalp, just the hair that is outgrown. And if some happens to get on the scalp, it's fine because I based the scalp. So you'll see me slicing through this hair. Some of my slices are a little smaller, just depending on how thick her hair is in certain areas. But I just want to reiterate, relaxer is for the outgrowth only. It is not for the hair that has been previously relaxed, so please do not overlap. And if you have an issue with that because you have a client that comes in and gets relaxed more frequently, then I suggest not only basing the scalp, but applying some sort of pH balancer or some sort of filler to the rest of the hair prior to relaxing, because that's going to also protect the hair that's already been relaxed from being over processed. That's going to prevent breakage, and that's going to make sure that any relaxer client that you have is going to have nice, healthy hair that retains length and that does not break. Now, as you can see, I did not freestyle with the application process, okay? So I did section my client into 4 sections. 4 sections is my thing. It allows me to have control of the hair and control of the section and not have hair going everywhere. And also, it allows me to kind of time this process. So as I'm moving along, I'm able to get through each section in a specific amount of time, just knowing how long the relaxer has been processing on the other hairs. And to avoid any type of overprocessing, I also use a mild relaxer. I use a mild on everyone. So the strength of the relaxer is not about how well it straightens the hair. The strength of the relaxer is about how fast it processes to straighten the hair, to relax the hair. So on my clients that get relaxers, they typically have lots of hair, lots of outgrowth, and lots of texture. So I'm going in with mild because it gives me the amount of time I'm gonna need to not overprocess, not get the hair bone straight, and that way I can work within the type of time I need to make sure that I'm applying the relaxer efficiently, but also accurately to the places it needs to go without feeling rushed, without feeling like I gotta hurry up and get this on. And no, I'm not gonna be slow and take my time with it, but I am gonna make sure that I'm precise. So I section, I base, and then yes, I'm using a mild relaxer. I've heard clients say all kind of things about how their hair is not gonna do right and it's not gonna get straight enough, and it's not. All lies. That's all about time. It's all about accuracy on placement of the relaxer, making sure that the hair is getting relaxed properly. And then as far as getting the hair straight, that's going to be your finishing. That's going to be your blowout. That's going to be your silk press or your flat iron, however you choose to finish your client off. That's going to do the straightening work. Like I said, your relaxer is to do just that, relax. The goal for the chemical process is to relax, not to straighten. Now, if you're getting a bunch of straight, limp hair after relaxing, I'm going to guarantee you that the hair is becoming overprocessed. I'm going to suggest that you are stretching for longer periods of time. And I'm going to also recommend that you do the steps that I mentioned earlier, like basing the scalp, applying a filler to the rest of the hair, because the goal is to make the hair more manageable, not to make the hair bone straight. Bone straight hair is overprocessed hair, and I don't care who tells you anything different. Now, some hair is stronger than others, and it being bone straight may be fine, but just know it is overprocessed. Hair is supposed to have texture. Hair is supposed to maintain its elasticity, even through chemical processing. So make sure that you're sectioning, you're basing, you're applying a filler, and you're using the strength relaxer that works best with your speed of application. Now I'm done applying relaxer throughout all the sections, and so once I'm done with that, I do not go right into relaxing the perimeter, because the perimeter hairs are our finer hairs, and they're the hairs that are going to relax the quickest, and they're also the hairs that will have relaxer getting closer to and on some of the scalp. So before I get into that, I like to go through and then I like to stretch out the client's hair while the relaxer is on there, because now that the chemical has done its thing and has kind of weakened the disulfide bond in the hair, this is your time to go through and just stretch the hair out to your liking. You don't comb it, you just kind of go through and smooth it out. I do it with the brush that I applied the relaxer with. Sometimes I do it with the back of a rat tail, and I just kind of get through all the hair that I just placed the relaxer on, and I go through my smoothing process. Now, this process is going to be different for each client. Some clients require you to go through and do it in smaller sections. Some clients you can go through and do it in larger. I like to do it in larger sections just because I'm not working on getting my client's hair super straight. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to smooth this relaxer out prior to putting the relaxer on the perimeter, because once that relaxer is on the perimeter of the hair, the client is headed to the bowl in this salon. That's how that's going to go right here in Monique Janae Beauty Studio. We're going to be doing that. So as you can see, I'm going to go right through here and smooth this out so that my client can have her desired result. And then we're going to get around to that perimeter. So now I'm applying to the perimeter. The client has been completely smooth. The relaxer is hiding in there somewhere. You see all that hair? Yes, so the perimeter is being relaxed now, and then I'm going to pop her right into the bowl. So that perimeter is going to be processing super fast, and she's going to be ready for the bowl in 2.2. Now I just want you to get a good look at this hair. It's relaxed. Her touch-up is done. She's out of the bowl. See how much texture she still has? Plenty of texture. Now, the top of her hair is straighter than the rest because, of course, when we manipulate our hair and we get it all slicked back into our ponytails, and we do that regularly, that is also going to stretch out and straighten our texture. For my curly girls, I tell them, try to minimize that if you want your curls to have volume at the top. For my relaxed clients, it's not that big of a deal because most of them have so much hair, still retain so much volume, but that is why the top of her hair is straighter than you see the rest of her hair. But I just wanted you to get a good look at it and see how much texture she still has left. I mean, she's looking good, looking healthy. Due for a little trim, but her hair is doing great. And she's a regular relaxed client. We tried growing her relaxer out. Her hair did fabulous being grown out. We grew it out in a bunch of protective styles and sew-ins. And then she knew nothing about what to do with it. And she said, Monique, I need my relaxer back. And I had a little emotional moment, but then I thought, I gotta put her needs first. She knows what she can handle. She's gotta maintain this hair when she's not in my chair. So here we are. But as you can see, her hair looks pretty darn good for it to be relaxed and chemically processed. And let me tell you, it could be down her back, but she stays deciding she wants bobs and haircuts and things. And I'm trying to convince her to grow it out. So we really got to keep it relaxed if she grows it out. That's what she tells me. Now I've sprayed her down with the Amico Wizard, which is a nice dry oil detangler / heat protectant. She's going back in those 4 sections because I got to section all this hair so I can get it nice and straight with the blowout. And we're going to do what we do, okay? We're going to get this hair nice and silky. But as you can see, her roots are now relaxed. She's feeling good. I'm happy. There wasn't any breakage, nothing crazy going on. Like I said, probably in need of a little trim. It's been a while. But look at all this healthy hair. Look at all this beautiful, healthy, relaxed hair. If you follow those steps, you will maintain the integrity of the hair. Your client's going to be happy. They're not going to be complaining about breakage. They're not going to be telling you, my hair's not growing. Because you have to remind them, it's growing. Because if it wasn't growing, you wouldn't need to touch it. What it's not doing is retaining the length if you think that it's not growing. But if you follow those steps, I'm guaranteeing you, your client is going to have a nice, healthy head of relaxed hair. It's going to be easier for them to maintain when they're not with you. And they're going to be in love because you're taking the best care of it. And you're making sure that it maintains its integrity. And they're coming back. Well, at least I know my client's coming back. Yeah, they're coming back. And they are super happy because you are taking the best care of their hair. And for you at-home hairstylists that are working on yourselves or working on your family, please, I know they sell relaxers in the store. I mean, I discourage chemical processing at home, but please, if you're going to do that, please, please, please make sure you do the proper steps to maintain your hair's integrity, to keep it healthy. Because we understand that some people, they feel more comfortable managing their hair when it is stretched out and when it is relaxed. Fine. But we got to take care of our hair, ladies. We got to make sure that our hair is in tip-top shape so that when we step out, we are stepping out feeling good and we're not worrying about our hair's integrity and worrying about it falling out or breaking off. Okay? So let's do that. Let's take care of our hair. Let's properly relax our hair if we're going to relax it ourselves. But I encourage everyone to go to their hair care professional and get relaxed. It's going to be a better situation for you. Trust me. So once I got her all relaxed, shampooed, sectioned, applied my favorite Amika products, the Wizard and Blockade. I love the Blockade. It is the best heat protectant out there right now. Look how full and look how just voluminous and even still textured this client's hair is. I mean, it is beautiful. And like I said, the straightening is going to come from this process, making sure that the hair is nice and stretched out during the blowout. And that's going to ensure you a nice smooth flat iron, a nice smooth silk press. But no complaints over here. You see this hair? It's looking beautiful. Integrity, check. The hair is exactly how it needs to be, doing what it needs to do. I got a happy client, and I just love playing in here. I just love seeing my clients transition from when they walk in the door to when they leave, and how that hair is just bouncing all around, or it's giving the look it wants to give for my client. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love to be able to keep you educated and entertained. I don't want you to miss any of my videos. So go ahead and hit that subscribe. Comment down below with your questions. I'd love to read your comments, and I love to respond and give you whatever information it is you may need. Once again, thank you for watching this video, and I am here to give you all that you need. Thank you, and I hope to see you again real soon.
Bum, bum, bum.